Okay, so we're gonna teach you about the ventral part of the cat, which is the whole front side here. And first we've got the masseter, and the function is it closes the mouth, and the insertion point is the mandible, and the origin is the zygomatic. And then we have the temporalis back here, and that also helps with closing the mouth. And the insertion point is the mandible, and the origin is the skull. Then we have the digastrics on both sides right here, and that lowers the jaw, and the insertion point is the mandible, and the origin is the occipital. And next we have the mylohyoid, which is right here, and it raises the floor of the mouth and tongue and lowers the jaw, and the insertion is the hyoid, and the origin is the mandible. Then we have the sternohyoid, and that's right here, and that depresses the hyoid, and the insertion point is the hyoid and origin is the sternum. Then we have the clavobrachialis, which is right here, and it extends the humerus, turns head, and flexes the forearm, and the insertion point is the ulna, and the origin is the clavicle. Then next we have the pectoantebrachialis, which is right here, and it adducts a forelimb and moves it caudally, and the insertion is the ulna, and the origin is the anterior part of the sternum. Then we have the pectoralis major, which is right here, and it does the same thing as the pectoantebrachialis, and the insertion point is the humerus, and the origin is the anterior part of the sternum. Then next we have the pectoralis minor, which is the same as above, and it also inserts in the humor, and the origin is the mid and posterior part of the sternum. And then lastly we have the xiphihumerales, and that also does the same as above, and the insertion point is the humerus, and its origin is on the posterior sternum and xiphoid process.